So, the majority of this video, I'm going to talk about this article up here. Obama frees NFL star's grandmother. It's a story about how Obama basically pardoned Demaryius Thomas, the Denver Broncos' grandmother, and she's going to get out of prison for cocaine, drug trafficking in December. And Obama had previously pardoned his mother, who was also part of the same drug trafficking with his grandma. But I just want to show a few things that the media does constantly before I move on. So, and it's not even always gematria. They use a lot of just code words or just even just a similar phrase. They like to do a lot of the same stuff. You know, the other day I got on CNN.com and literally all but like two of the articles didn't have something to do with Donald Trump. I mean, just look at it right now. Trump, 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 Trump. How ridiculous, you know? But anyway, we got this story here. One dead in London knife attack. And this story was, whatever, about a 19-year-old that stabbed people. But it was at Russell Square in London. And it just sticks out to me considering today, or just a few hours ago, we got the story of Russell Westbrook re-signing with the Oklahoma City Thunder and whatnot. So we got a Russell, we also got a Russell in this story. And you know what's even funnier? We got all these Trump stuff, Trump, 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 Russell, then we got Russell Westbrook. In gematria, Russell and Trump even have this same gematria of 25. Trump also equals 88 in gematria. Oklahoma City Thunder also equals 88 in gematria. So just kind of interesting how it connects to Donald Trump. But anyway, let's move on to this actual article here. So Obama frees the grandmother of Denver Broncos, Demaryius Thomas. So, you know, he didn't actually free her just yet. She won't be free until December 1st, which I'll get to in a second. But isn't it interesting that Obama actually did this? He commuted her on August 2nd, yet CNN doesn't report it until August 4th at 1:37 in the morning. August 4th is 8-4. Obama in Jewish gematria equals 84. He was even born on 8-4, so his 55th birthday is today. Demaryius Antoine Thomas also equals 84. I know I forgot the Y there, but if you write it out in the gematria calculator, his name does equal 84. This story is also about his grandma then, and if you write out her name, Minnie Pearl Thomas, it equals 84. So, no doubt that's why CNN put this article out on 8-4. You know, it actually happened on August 2nd though, which is interesting because August 2nd, normally the 214th day of the year. It even says that Obama commuted the sentences of 214 inmates. One thing about August 2nd, it also connects to Valentine's Day in some weird way here. So Valentine's Day is 2/14. August 2nd is the day that leaves 151 days until the end of the year, also normally the 214th day. If you write out Valentine's Day, it equals 151 even. Also, I've talked a lot about how it connects to the royal family and all kinds of stuff, and it just 2/14 is also Queen Elizabeth's birthday if you write it the way she would write it. April 21st, 21/4, a lot like 214. Reminds me a lot of Valentine's Day. I've just made a ton of videos on things that connect back to Valentine's Day and also the festival of Lupercalia. That's why I bring it up. August 2nd also is the day that the Declaration of Independence was actually signed, and United States of America in gematria also equals 84. So kind of interesting, they would report it on 8-4, even though it really happened on the 240th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence being signed. United States of America equals 84. Anyway, you know, his grandma then was in jail for, they wrote in the article, cocaine trafficking. If you write out cocaine trafficking in gematria, it equals 154. If you write out drug trafficking, it also equals 154. But how interesting that he's a Denver Bronco who just won the Super Bowl last year. Denver Broncos equals 154. They even finished last season 15-4. They won the Super Bowl at Levi's Stadium that equals 154. It also says that she's 60 years old and she's been in prison for 16 years. Just kind of interesting, depending on what her actual birthday is. She might have went to prison when she was 44 years old. Obama's the 44th president. If you write out the word grandmother, it equals 60, and she's 60 years old right now. The article even mentions how he's going to get her back for Christmas. It says that, but not as great, we're betting, as getting your grandmother back for Christmas after 16 years in prison. Just really sticks out considering Demaryius Thomas's birthday is also Christmas Day. And this year he'll be 29 on Christmas Day. The word football, the small way, equals 29 even. Look when he tweets about it too. He tweets about it on August 3rd at 3:08 p.m. If you take out the 0, it's 38 on 8/3. I mean, football, the big way, equals 83. The Broncos play in Colorado, the 38th state. Colorado equals 38 and 83. Last year, the Super Bowl is on the 38th day of the year. Panthers equals 38. What I find super interesting is there's a lot of connections to Revelation in this story. It says that she's getting out on 12/1 or December 12th. The word Revelation equals 49, 67, and 121. So Obama commutes her on August 2nd, which is 121 days before 12/1, a lot like 121. Also, if you go from the day that she's supposed to get out of prison, and you go to Super Bowl 51, a span of 67 days, Revelation equals 67 as well. Interesting too, it's also 2 months, 5 days before the Super Bowl that's on 2/5. I just said Trump equals 25, Russell equals 25. Just kind of weird that that would pop up. So last year, Obama also commuted and then let his Demaryius Thomas's mother out of prison. And just interesting that she got released on November 10th last year. Interesting, it just so happened to be on my 33rd birthday. My name in Gematria even equals 121. Her full name in Gematria, Katina Stuckey Smith, equals 67, both connected to Revelation. She was commuted on July 13th, and so 121 days before she was let out as well. Also interesting that July 13th can be written as 13/7, a lot like 137. The original article that I'm talking about with his grandma, it was posted at 1:37 in the morning on 8/4. The 33rd prime number is even 137. Also kind of interesting, 121 days is 3 months, 29 days. March 29th, 3/29, normally the 88th day of the year. Thomas even wears number 88. Notice too, Obama commutes his mom on July 13th, 2015, and then his grandma on August 2nd, 2016, a span of 1 year, 21 days even. And that also means that they're getting out of prison 1 year, 21 days apart as well. So a lot of 121. It's also pretty interesting that his mother got out on November 10th last year, which was 2 months, 29 days before the Super Bowl. Her name, the big way, even equals 229. So go figure, just another coded event connected to the Super Bowl. Her name without her middle name, her name equals 44. Once again, in regards to Obama doing this, Obama the 44th president. So in the article about his mother getting out from a year ago, they say that his grandma's 59 years old, and they also mention that his mom is 42 years old, and she was sentenced to more than 24 years. Just interesting, 42 and 24. The mirrors, the reflections, 42 and 59, though, are always numbers that are around black people in the media. Just tons. They're always coded in a negative way around black people. Minnie Thomas even equals 59, but the word slave equals 59, Negro, Jigaboo, Cotton Picker, Blues all equal 59, Rasta equals 59, Motown came out in 1959, Booker T. Washington died at the age of 59, Eli Whitney dies at the age of 59. I mean, the list goes on. Obamacare equals 59. 42 is the number that is coded to the super N-word here. It equals 42 and also 60. And notice that February, Black History Month, is the only month that equals 42. His mom and his grandma even were sentenced to prison in February. February has the 42nd day, the 59th day, also the 60th day. Remember, his grandma was age 60 right now. And depending on her birthday, which I cannot find, but, you know, according to up here, his mom most likely got out when she was 42 years old. So 42 and 60. Check it out. You think there's a reason for it? I know that's the reason for it. Even if you break it down the small way, it's 5 plus 9 plus 7 plus 7 plus 5 plus 9. If you write out 5, it equals 42. If you write out 9, it equals 42. LeBron James equals 42. Jackie Robinson, war number 42. There's a ton more examples, but just wanted to point it out. Found it interesting that they'd even mentioned that, the 59 and 42, and then now she's getting out at the age of 60. All numbers negatively stamped on black people throughout history. And a lot of times these stories are also clues of who's going to win in the next year, or maybe even a couple years. I know Zachary K. Hubbard has been talking a lot about the Indianapolis Colts on his blog, and also the Vikings and the Giants. And I just started kind of looking at this and noticing some things. But interesting, Indianapolis Colts equals 192, just like this guy's grandma, Minnie Pearl Thomas. She's getting out of jail in Tallahassee, Florida, that equals 69. Colts equals 69. It's Super Bowl 51 we're coming up to. Conspiracy equals 51 and 123. Indianapolis equals 123. Thomas also wore number 88. 88 equals 69 and 123. So possibly another clue that the Colts will be in the Super Bowl. But, you know, I don't know what the whole point of all of it is. But it's a definite coded story, and that's what I'm trying to point out. That's how the media does it. They use gematria, they use code words. They put stories out on a certain time and a certain date because they fit the gematria. And it's not just the media, it's in your history books. If you go back and just research everything you've ever been taught, you can see how it's all coded. Everything has been coded by the numbers. However it's being done, it's being done. But, gonna leave it at that. Have a good one.